The Tulip Mania, a flower that shook an economy. Forget wars and kings. This is the unbelievable tale of a single flower, the tulip, and how it brought a powerful nation to the brink. Get ready for the story of Tulip Mania, the world's very first economic bubble, unfolding 400 years ago in the 17th century. Stick around to see how it all went down, why it happened, and the crazy aftermath. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're intrigued. Golden Age glamour meets floral frenzy. Picture this: the 17th century Netherlands, or the Dutch Republic as it was known, the ultimate global powerhouse. This was their golden age, where they ruled in trade, art, and even science. Their ships sailed to the far corners of the earth, and Amsterdam was the buzzing heart of world commerce. Think of the Dutch East India Company as the OG multinational giant. Life was good, houses were vibrant, streets were alive with talent, and artistic legends like Rembrandt walked among them. But in this prosperous land, a tiny flower was about to unleash some serious chaos. From Ottoman gardens to Dutch obsession. Believe it or not, tulips weren't native to the Netherlands. Their journey began in the opulent gardens of the Ottoman Empire, modern-day Turkey. In the 16th century, sultans cultivated these exquisite blooms in a rainbow of colors. Tulips weren't just pretty, they were symbols of wealth and prestige. Fast forward to the 1550s, a Dutch ambassador in Turkey was completely smitten by these flowers. He thought, "Imagine these beauties back home," and brought some tulip bulbs, which look like little garlic cloves, to the Dutch Republic. Plant them, and bam, gorgeous tulips. The Dutch started planting them, but they quickly became more than just flowers. They became a full-blown fashion statement. The allure of the rare and the striped sensation. By the 1630s, tulip mania was in full swing. The wealthy had to have them in their gardens. Owning a rare bulb screamed status and fortune. Enter the legendary Semper Augustus, a white tulip with striking red streaks. Ironically, these stunning stripes were caused by a virus that weakened the plant but amplified its beauty. These rare beauties weren't exactly growing on trees, or should we say, in every garden. It took years for a single bulb to produce new ones, creating massive demand with very little supply. This is where our flower story takes a sharp turn into a high-stakes money game. Tulip bulb prices started their unbelievable climb. Prices go wild when a flower costs more than a house. By 1636, tulip fever had reached peak insanity. Get this, a single tulip bulb could cost as much as an entire house. Seriously. People were shelling out the equivalent of a home for a flower seed. Take the Semper Augustus again. Its price soared to 10,000 guilders. Now, a guilder was a gold coin, and the average worker earned about 300 guilders a year. That means they'd have to work for 33 years to buy one tulip bulb. Crazy, right? But that's exactly what was happening. From pretty petals to pure profit. Suddenly, tulips weren't just admired for their beauty, they became investments. People were buying bulbs hoping to flip them for a quick profit. Sound familiar? It was basically an early version of the stock market. The Dutch even invented future contracts, where you'd pay now for bulbs you'd receive later. But here's the kicker. Many were trading these contracts, just paper agreements, without ever even seeing the actual bulbs. Everyone wanted in. Regular workers, farmers, traders. A farmer might sell his entire farm to buy a single bulb, hoping its price would double in a couple of days and make him rich. It seemed like easy money. The markets were buzzing daily in cities like Amsterdam, Haarlem, and Leiden, with tulip bulb auctions happening everywhere. People were mortgaging their homes, selling their land and jewels, all to get a piece of the tulip action. The bubble bursts when the music stopped. But this tulip frenzy couldn't last forever. In February 1637, the economic bubble popped, dramatically. In the town of Haarlem, a tulip bulb failed to sell for its high asking price at an auction. This sent a shockwave through the market. Panic set in. People feared prices wouldn't climb anymore and rushed to sell their bulbs before they lost everything. But guess what? There were no buyers. Prices plummeted overnight. A bulb worth a fortune one day was worth less than an onion the next. Many who had bought future contracts were stuck. They couldn't afford to pay for bulbs that were now worthless. Financial fallout and a nation's resilience. Imagine a worker who poured his life savings into a single bulb, only to see it become worthless in 24 hours. Bankruptcies were rampant, and people were left destitute. The market was in chaos, and the Dutch economy definitely felt the jolt. But here's the surprising part. The Tulip Mania didn't completely destroy the Dutch Republic. Their economy was built on a much broader foundation of trade, shipping, and colonies, not just tulips. Still, this event shattered many lives and served as a harsh lesson for others. The first bubble, a timeless warning. The Tulip Mania, though a seemingly quirky historical anecdote, stands as the world's first documented economic bubble.